Brown v. Board of Education was a landmark United States Supreme Court case that challenged the constitutionality of racial segregation in public schools. The case played a pivotal role in shaping the civil rights movement and had far-reaching implications for American society. The case originated from several lawsuits filed against school boards in different states. The lead case, Brown v. Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas, became the namesake for the overall decision. It centered around Oliver Brown, an African-American parent who sued the Topeka Board of Education on behalf of his daughter, Linda Brown. Linda had been denied admission to an all-white elementary school near her home solely because of her race. The lawsuit argued that the policy of racial segregation in public schools violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. This clause, enacted in 1868 after the Civil War, aimed to protect the rights of newly freed slaves and ensure equal treatment under the law. The case reached the United States Supreme Court in 1952 and was re-argued in 1953 to allow for a more thorough examination of the legal issues involved. The court faced the task of re-evaluating the concept of separate but equal, established by the 1896 decision in Plessy v. Ferguson. That ruling had allowed for racial segregation as long as the separate facilities provided were deemed equal. In its unanimous decision in 1954, the Supreme Court, led by Chief Justice Earl Warren, issued a groundbreaking ruling. The court declared that racial segregation in public schools was inherently unconstitutional. It rejected the notion that separate educational facilities could ever be truly equal, as they perpetuated a sense of inferiority and stigmatization based on race. Chief Justice Warren delivered the court's opinion, stating, "We conclude that in the field of public education, the doctrine of separate but equal has no place. Separate educational facilities are inherently unequal." This landmark decision overturned the long-standing precedent set by Plessy v. Ferguson, establishing a new legal principle that racial segregation in public education was a violation of the Equal Protection Clause. The impact of the Brown v. Board of Education decision was profound and transformative. It served as a catalyst for desegregation efforts across the United States, not only in public schools but also in various other sectors of society. The decision was met with resistance and sparked controversy, leading to significant social and political debates in the years that followed. In subsequent cases, the Supreme Court provided guidance on the implementation of the Brown decision. In 1955, the court issued another ruling, known as Brown II, which ordered the desegregation of public schools, with all deliberate speed. This language left room for delay and varying interpretations, and the process of desegregation proceeded slowly and often faced fierce opposition. Nevertheless, the Brown v. Board of Education decision served as a powerful legal precedent and a symbolic victory in the fight against racial discrimination. It inspired activists, policymakers, and communities to challenge segregationist policies and work towards greater equality and justice. The case, alongside other key civil rights milestones, helped pave the way for subsequent legislation, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. While the struggle for equality and racial justice in the United States continues, the Brown v. Board of Education case remains an enduring symbol of progress and a reminder of the power of the judicial branch to shape society and safeguard the rights and dignity of all individuals.